Our next startup ecosystem is, although I know that we are not allowed to take or pick favorites, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick my favorite startup ecosystem on Earth, which is Denver. The reason for that is because I've lived in Denver. I love Denver, and that's why I'm gonna go ahead and pick that. So we have Stephanie. Hello, Stephanie. Welcome and thank you for your time. I'm going to give a quick intro on Denver's startup ecosystem, and then I would also love to give a presentation about how great Denver is and Colorado is, but I will leave that for you. And just quickly say that Denver is ranked 15th in North America, and this is very, very great. Globally, they're ranked 34th, and their overperforming industries are health, software and data, energy and environment, and maybe more, which Stephanie will share with you. Thank you so much. Floor is yours.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it, Mahmoud, and to StartupBlink and to all the other panelists. It's been really interesting to learn about all of your ecosystems, and I've been taking notes and taking photos of some of the slides. I am just going to see here if I can figure out how to share my screen. Oh, I see. Okay. Let me just see here. Here we go. Okay. And sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how to not, kind of a weird format. Okay, let's do this instead. Okay, just start at the beginning here. So here is a photo of Denver. We sit at the base of the Rocky Mountains. Colorado, for those of you who aren't familiar with it, we are in the center of the US. So Denver's almost the geographic center of the United States. Colorado has a lot of land. As a state, we're about 5.5 million people. Denver's about 750,000. We do sit at exactly 1 mile above sea level, so we're known as the Mile High City. We do, as Mahmoud mentioned, we do have a diverse industry base. These are the 9 that drive our metro economy. So we have a large aerospace sector, telecom, broadcasting, financial services, including fintech, healthcare and wellness, energy, both traditional and renewable, aviation, thanks to our airport that is currently the 3rd busiest airport in the world. We have a large IT software tech sector, beverage production. So a lot of that is the craft beer and even healthy beverages, and then the life science sector. Quick snapshot of some of the headquarters that are located in Denver. And this speaks to the diversity of our industry too, from cybersecurity, like the company Optiv, Leprino Foods, which is a food manufacturer, VF Corporation, which is outdoor recreation. They're a holding company for many common brands in the outdoor sector. We have Palantir, which is a tech company, Heart Hero, which is a life science company. So this just represents the diverse nature of some of the more well-known companies in our community. We do have a 4.4% corporate income tax, and this reflects what some of our competitive states or peer states come in at. A combined sales tax, 7.7%, a fairly low property tax, and then we rank 20 in terms of business affordability. So we do aim to keep our costs low when establishing a business, and that is one of our competitive advantages.
Sorry, Stephanie, but you can only see the first page or 3rd page, headquarters in Denver.
Oh gosh, okay, let's see here. Let me just do a stop share and then I will try to share again. And can you see the business advantage?
Yes, perfect.
Okay. Okay. Can you see this next slide? Thriving Startup and VC Ecosystems?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
terrific. Thank you. Sorry about that. So we do, in addition to some of our more traditional industries that have been in existence for a long time, we are also a thriving startup hub. Colorado has a lot of venture capital deals, and also the city of Denver. And Colorado had 10 new unicorns in 2021. We do have a very vibrant startup week, which this depicts a picture. Every year in September, Denver hosts a free Startup Week program where we host about 250 events between a Monday through Friday. There's no expense for people to attend, and it's open to the community to be able to present and submit ideas that they would like to present to the wider audience. So that brings in a lot of entrepreneurs from around the world. And quality of life is another big selling point of our community. And we've heard that from many of the other presenters today. So we all live in very vibrant locations, and it really just comes down to what resonates most with a person professionally, personally, to figure out what makes the most sense for them. Super outdoor oriented, 7 professional sports teams, craft breweries, a lot of arts and culture and music, national parks, ski resorts, mountain peaks to climb, hiking trails, great food and restaurants. This next slide hopefully is showing, but it depicts where Denver is located in the middle of the US, and some of our rankings and destinations served out of our airport, which is another competitive advantage, and one of the great factors of our economy that make it very easy to travel into and out of for both our business community and just people traveling for leisure or other reasons. We have a great work ethic. People do value that work-life balance to be able to take advantage of all of the recreational amenities right in our backyard. So that's an important element of both government here and private sector, higher education, nonprofit. We all really appreciate that and try and build that into the ethos of our business and government culture. A lot of people do come to Colorado from other states, and this just reflects where a lot of the migrants from other US cities are coming from. And the bigger the circle, meaning the bigger the population of people coming from those areas into Denver. It's a fairly affordable cost of living compared to other US states. And so this reflects where Colorado sits among the other states in the United States. We do have a talented workforce thanks to both our higher educational system comprising community colleges, 4-year universities, both private and public, and then a lot of other additional certificate types of training programs. For example, coding schools, incubators, accelerators, and just lots of other mentorship and apprenticeship opportunities. And a diverse talent pool with different skill sets and a great collaboration among the higher education or training facilities with the employment sector to really be able to determine what's needed, what skill sets, what training, so that future employees can go on to land jobs and our companies can be successful here. And we do business differently. Really, our collaborative nature is something that we hear over and over is such a big draw here. It's easy for incoming business people, whether international or domestic, to land, get plugged in, meet people, meet mentors, connect with other founders, executives who want to help set them up for success. And so we see that that's really popular with everybody. And our mayor and our city really does have a focus on equity. Our mayor established not too long ago an Office of Social Equity and Inclusion, and that is woven into all city agencies and the work that we do. And I was super excited and would love to learn more about Baltimore's Equitech program. So it might be nice to connect on that, but it is a big theme, I feel like, and really at the forefront of what many US cities and states are doing. And I'm not sure if it's so common in other countries. I haven't heard much about it, but it is something that our city is really focused on. Climate action, sustainability, and resiliency is something else that's woven into the fabric of how our government is structured and how we hope our businesses are structured as well. So lots of programs and initiatives to focus on climate action, sustainability, and building a resilient city and community for now and the future. And then I'll quickly I know we're short on time here, but I represent the global business development team for the city of Denver. Essentially, we're promoting Denver to foreign businesses, foreign government institutions looking to establish partnerships, collaborations, or for the businesses that want to set up in the US and helping them land and grow here. I'll skip that slide, but just mention 2 programs that might be of interest to this audience. One is that Denver hosts a global landing pad program 2 times per year, which is a business accelerator specifically for scaling international companies that are looking to grow in the US. And so we'll be hosting one in May of this year, specifically focused on European-based scaling companies. And then we'll have another edition in September that's open to companies from throughout the world. And we do tie both of these landing pad programs to a signature event happening in our community, so that after going through the Business Accelerator program, companies can then go on to meet a lot of the community leaders in Denver. And we also plug them in as speakers at the signature events. So our May program will end in time for participants to attend World Trade Day and speak on a panel. And then our September program will coincide with Denver Startup Week. And similarly, when the Accelerator program ends, Denver Startup Week begins, and we do feature all of our speakers on different panels throughout the week. We have another program. So because there have been so many presenters from the Western Hemisphere, from all of the Americas, Denver is hosting a cities summit for leaders throughout the Americas to convene and talk about challenges that all of our cities and communities are facing, and how can we as a geographic region work together to align forces and help each other address the needs that we're facing at a city and local level. So I put my email address on here. I'm happy to connect with any of you, but really appreciative for the opportunity, and look forward to learning more from all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie, for sharing the wonderful startup ecosystem of Denver. It was great to have you. And I guess we are done with the presenters. So I would like to thank everyone